Let's start with your name.
Julien.
Julien. Okay,
Yeah.
so when did you move to TriStar?
About a year and a half ago.
A year and a half ago. Okay.
Yeah.
And what sports did you play before TriStar? Coming to TriStar.
Football, American football.
Any other sports?
A bit of swimming when I was younger, but that's pretty much it.
Were you into any sort of like fitness stuff beforehand?
Not really.
Any strength training?
A bit with football, we did a bit of powerlifting.
Powerlifting. And your numbers then?
Pretty high number, but like I was super stiff and like always feeling like my low back and like I was in pain. Like doing big numbers, but like I was still in pain. So
What made you want to come to TriStar?
the pandemic happened, so like I stopped playing football.
Yeah.
I couldn't do like all my weightlifting anymore, so like I got into Muay Thai by like watching YouTube highlights and like a compilation of
Oh, you started with Muay Thai.
yeah, well, I started watching Muay Thai and
Yeah.
then it got me into martial arts like MMA, and
Okay.
then I had one friend that was training at TriStar, so he told me, okay, well, come and try and you'll see if you like it. So I tried with the mornings with Neil at 6 a.m.
Oh, so you started the morning thing with Neil?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my first like 6 months were with Neil at 6 a.m.
Oh fuck. Okay, that's why I always saw you there, eh? Okay, here's a big question. The guy that brought you to TriStar, is he still there?
Yeah.
Is it Mano?
No.
Who is it?
You might have never seen him because like he was training a lot before, but now only like he comes with me once a week on Friday night.
That's what I was asking. Like, do I see him? Because like, you're committed now all the time, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, since you've been at TriStar, how many classes do you do?
Per day or
Just how many times do you train, basically?
about 30 hours a week.
Physical training. I want you guys to listen. So you train how many hours a week?
30.
30, yeah. I remember when he told me. I remember we walked into the was it a coffee store with the fucking
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you were studying, and you did something I felt so happy you did. That's when you told me you were training 6 hours a day, but you were doing school, right?
Yeah.
And then you interrupted me. You say, "Sam, I gotta focus. I gotta."
Yeah.
I was because like I was like, "Shit, that's discipline right there." That's impressive. And what did I tell you? I said like how old are you?
20. I just turned 20.
20. Fuck. And you're training 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
Is it okay? So now and you're in school.
Yeah.
And you work.
Yeah.
How many hours do you work?
30.
Roughly 30. And how many hours are you doing school roughly? How many days a week are you doing school?
I don't count hours, but like I do at least 2 hours a day of school, at least.
It's committed, eh?
Yeah.
Now when you run into people who tell you they don't have time, they can't do, what do you tell them?
Well,
Yeah, you definitely run into people like that.
yeah, but like I don't argue with them, but like in my mind I'm like,
You're a bitch.
yeah, and like you don't make time because
Okay.
even me having this crazy schedule, I still have like an hour or two to myself every day to like watch YouTube videos and stuff. So like I'm still not at my highest like potential.
So, see, you're aware. Your
Yeah.
self-awareness is high. Okay, it's cool. Do you drink or smoke?
Smoke maybe like once every 2-3 weeks.
Okay, cool. And like, if you drink or smoke every weekend, would you be able to train as hard as you can?
No.
Yeah, it would affect you, eh? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Because even when like the day after I smoke, like usually I'm not as rested and like I feel like I haven't recovered from like my training as much.
Now, when you hear people say like smoking helps with their martial arts, do you notice a difference or no?
Well, maybe the CBD, but
Yeah.
definitely not like the whole like smoking thing. I think it's making like you deviate from
Distraction,
like
yeah.
your training, and yeah, it's just distraction, I think.
Okay, cool. And when you were playing football, how much do you weigh?
About 215,
250. And how much do you weigh now?
160.
Okay, cool. This is what's the most. You train 6 hours a day, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
about.
so, and this is the most important thing. This is why I actually brought him here specifically, because every question you basically asked me about strength training, you're curious as fuck, and anything I told you, you ran with it. Okay. Now, how many times a week do you strength train?
4.
4. Okay. On top of your martial arts.
Yeah.
And how many martial arts classes do you do? You do BJJ or striking every day, or just one class, or you did?
No, I try to do 2 classes a day.
It's fucking psycho. It's good. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, and Do you find it hard doing strength training, all those things at once?
Well, I hit all my macros good.
Say it again.
I eat.
No, say it again. I just want to hear. I just want to hear. I want to hear what you said. You hit what?
I get all my macros in.
Okay, so for viewers watching, what are macros? I imagine someone's really got no fucking
so
clue.
the macros are like the basic nutrients you get in food. So like there's carbs, fats, and protein. Those are like the three main group.
Yeah.
Let's say like that you get in food. So I try to get like really high protein diet, and I try to eat carb before my workout to fuel my workouts. I have a good breakfast with a lot of fat, a lot of protein, and I eat about like 200 grams of protein a day, which is like a lot, but that's what I need to like get my energy in my trainings.
Do you find it hard eating that much food?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
So when we started, I think I'll never forget. That's when I was starting doing like that open gym, come to the gym. I'll help you guys for free session. Right, it was like 6, and then I think that's when I first gave you like the conjugate template for strength training.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Did you find that hard to like figure out and make it? Because I realized when I gave you that template, you just built it yourself slowly but surely, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So you train strength 4 times a week?
Yes.
Okay. Can you explain to people like what do you do?
I do 2 heavy days. So I do 1 heavy upper body and 1 heavy lower body.
Okay.
And then recently, because I got some strength equipment at home and I like to train outside, I do 2 CrossFit sessions a week. But I try to like get sessions that are more towards like weightlifting and less towards like running and rowing and stuff, like a bit more weightlifting stuff.
Okay, cool. And the other 2 days?
Yeah, so that's my heavy upper body, heavy lower body.
You do heavy upper, heavy lower. Do you do fast days too, or is it CrossFit?
On my heavy day, I do like 2 compounds heavy, and then after I do power. So like.
Okay, so you do heavy and fast on the same day.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now a lot of people might say, okay, shit, doing compound exercise, do heavy squats and deadlifts. You picked up. How long did it take you to learn how to squat and deadlift?
Well, the right way, like with you, like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, so like I gave this guy just a few cues, and you ran with it really quick.
Yeah.
Really quick.
Like I already knew the base, but like with just a little tweaks in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, my form was really better.
So when did you start seeing your body really morph?
After like a good 6 months of training, like when I started weightlifting again.
Weightlifting, okay,
yeah.
Cool. And then when did you start doing macros around the same time I gave you that template with strength training, or is it
a bit before?
A bit before?
I was thinking about macros more, but not calculating them.
So yeah, so how do you? Because I know if you do a lot of research, like any other guy who's training all the time, you're gonna run into that. Like, how'd you like? What like is it? Did it click? Because I told you macros are important, or did it like?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I knew they were important, but like when you told me, it just like confirms what like like what I thought, you know.
Okay, cool. And right when you got the macros right, how long did it take you to actually get it right for you?
About 2 months, like to know what food my body like responds better to, and like to like structure my meals and stuff. About 2 months.
Okay.
To, like get it right like.
And do you meal prep?
Yeah.
How many hours do you meal prep? Like, how long does it take you?
About 3 hours. I get all my breakfast, dinners, and suppers.
Do you have like a day where you just say, fuck it, I want to eat whatever I want?
About once a week, I have one cheat meal. Not a cheat day, but a cheat meal. Usually at night.
Is it pasta? Is that what it is? Was it pasta? Or what's your cheat meal?
It depends on the week. Sometimes it's like it's pizza, burger. I like pastas too. So like it depends on like my cravings.
Yeah, fuck. Okay, perfect. So, and then once you got the macros right with the strength training, did you notice your recovery change?
Yeah. Well.
Did you get leaner and stronger at the same time?
Yeah, for sure.
So leaner, stronger, faster.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And when your macros were off, how did you like? Did you notice it with your training too?
Yeah. Well, let's say like I don't get enough carbs, I feel like I run out of energy sooner. For the protein, I feel like if I don't get my protein, it's the next day that it's gonna be harder. Like my body won't like recover as well.
Okay, now if you hear a lot of people say, "Man, fuck, 200 grams of protein. How many meals?" Like, what do you say to that when they see that can't get that much protein in, or it's hard to get that much protein?
Well, you know, like when you start training and stuff, like you burn so much calorie that it's easy to like eat like five, 6 meals a day.
Yeah.
Plus, like you can eat, and like if you're not a big eater, you can still get like protein powder, like and still down like a 50 gram of protein.
How many shakes do you have out of the 5, roughly?
One,
One shake, yeah.
one, and then I am trying to get like all my protein from from meat basically.
And I wish I knew this because of you from school. Because when I was in school, I wasn't doing half the shit you were doing. For sure, you're a lot more disciplined. Did you find it hard to focus?
No,
No, you don't find it hard to focus in school.
no, like if I'm dialed in and I get my trainings in, I find it actually easier to focus after.
Okay, perfect. But you do notice like what you eat affects like.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, for sure. Like on my energy level, if let's say like after my competition, I did a whole day of like cheating. I wasn't able to concentrate really. I was just in pass out mode.
Okay,
I was just watching TV all day and like chilling.
yes. Okay, so and did you have your first fight recently?
Not first fight, but first competition.
Okay, and what was the one thing you noticed the most?
Yeah, that like I was way stronger than the other guys that were like the same weight as me, and even like they seemed strong, like they were muscular, but
Yeah.
like when we started to grapple, I just felt like I had the edge on the
Did you feel stronger or did they feel weaker? I know it sounds a weird question.
weaker.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
a weird thing.
No, but like yeah.
But yeah, because I remember you told me that you said like everyone you how many people did you compete on that day?
4.
4, and how fast did you defeat everybody?
Well, my third match was the hardest. It took 5 minutes. I was on top for the whole 5 minutes, and then we stood up for the golden point. I took the guy down in like 15 seconds. But the other 3 other matches, the first one was like 30-40 seconds, second one 1 minute, and the fourth one 1 minute, 1 minute 30 maybe.
No, okay, so you hear a lot of people, because especially in trust, there's a lot of people. No, gym is known for George. Okay, George is a freak, quote unquote athlete, strong, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many athletes do you see in that gym who actually train strength compared to you, as much as you?
Not that much.
Not that much. Okay, and how much did you see as an advantage, as a tool?
Well, it just makes all my moves better. Like I can have good technique and do them in a strong way, so it just gives me advantage like everywhere.
Did it give you more confidence for the most part?
Yeah, also because I know like I can grapple with bigger guys now, and I can handle much like stronger opponent.
Okay, that's really important, because a lot of people kind of just. Did you have any injuries so far in Press, or not yet? Any major injuries other than that infection you got, right?
Yeah, no big injury, like little tweaks here and there.
And how many times do you train again? 6 hours a day?
Yeah,
It's very
about
important.
30 hours a week. 30
Yeah.
hours.
And you don't have any tweaks, any injuries?
No major injuries.
I mean, okay, cool. And how has it changed outside of the gym, just strength training as a whole, or martial arts? Did you notice any difference?
Oh yeah, well since I've started training, like I'm more focused and more disciplined in like my school and my work, and like even in like the thing I do for fun. Like now I read books for like education, and when I have free time, like I want to get something worth out of my time. So like I spend less time like doing nothing.
Yeah, you don't have time to fuck around, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, bro. Good story. Like I said, he's got a lot of tips. He knows a lot. He's learned a lot in, how long has it been so far?
A year and a half.
Year and a half. Fucking hell, bro. So, yeah, I wish I knew as much as he did when I started. You're 20 again?
Yeah, 20.
All right, thank you, Julien.